Hello folks, ladies and gentlemen and dear students. MassCoMedia has a flagship course and it is called Masters in TV Production, Broadcast Journalism and Direction. In short, we call it MTV here in MassCoMedia. It's an interesting course and I think that this course is a nodal course for all of mass communications industry. This is a course which spans a huge variety of topics and modules throughout this 1 year period of teaching that we do at MassCoMedia. Taking it further, I would like to tell you what is the outcome, what is the output of the course. Arnab Vasudev, he is a student and he is presently working in CNBC as a reporter. Anamita Maitri, she is working as an anchor in SMBC channel. Nitin Goyal is running his own business, very interesting business, and he does a lot of photography and television direction. Utkarsh Dikshit, he is the HOD of TV 100 and is a graduate of this course. Sheenam Kalra, she's running her own production outfit. Shashank Bhatt, he's a political anchor now and used to work earlier with Newsnight TV, which is a part of MTV course. Lokender Tyagi, he's a very interesting student who is now working with Total TV as an anchor. Sujit Chaudhary, he's in Z News as an output person. Alika Nair, she's a model and she went through the course and has done a lot of production. Prasanjit Sen, he's now with Balaji Production and has done fairly well studying this course. What does this course tell you, or what does this course train you in? That's the question. Well, here is a list of about 12 to 13 film productions that have actually come out as an output of the students who were doing this course. I'm going to read out the names and you can have a look at these videos on YouTube, and they are all coming out of training from this course. Shiv Prakash, a student of MassCoMedia, made a film on women protection. Now this film is worth a watch. I suggest you please look at this link and watch it. Rishabh Malhotra has done a film called Who is Blind? It is on Save Water and the theme has been impeccably shot. Ankit Dubey, he's done a theme called Vande Mataram, that's also the title of the song, and it is about how you would salute the flag and what are the repercussions between different castes and religions living within India. Rachit Kakkar did a film called Varanasi. It is a film on Varanasi which has been shot with a very different perspective. It is not the same perspective as to what kind of rituals happen at Varanasi, but it is of a genre that if somebody from outside were to come and see Varanasi, how they get blended into the system and then they start feeling positive about the city themselves. Jatin Bajaj, another interesting student, and did a very funny production called Road Rage, in which two cars which are depicted by humans race against each other and they finally win. The other productions that came out of this course since 2007 is a film made by Nandita Anand. The name of the film is called Samman, and it is about the transgenders, and they live in an area called Faridabad here in the National Capital Region of India. Rahul Nayak made a film called Karishma, which is a unique picturization of human abilities. Padmini Rabha made a film called Pixies of Earth, and this film has gone places. It has been featured in international platforms, left, right and center, and has won huge number of awards. It's about dwarf community living in the northeast and what are their accomplishments, what kind of art do they deal with, and how it's been portrayed. She also made a film called Weeping Cloud, which is a wonderful feature and you should watch it. Deb Datta, another student of this course, made a film on domestic violence which is so pictorially beautiful that it highlights the plight and also how you tackle domestic violence at a personal level. She's also done a film called Videhi, which is also an output of the fiction category of our course. Videhi talks about ghosts and beyond life concepts shot in a real life format. MTV course is divided into 3 terms. The first term has 4 papers. The first paper is broadcast language number 1. It talks about the essentials of basic scripting in the format for which you will direct a movie or a documentary. The first paper is the most important one because unless until you know the script and you know how to write it well, write the dialogues pretty well, there is no way that you can make a film. So the emphasis here is to write and research and write, and that makes the genesis of a great film. The next part of term 1 is TV journalism 1, which is about news reporting and how to conduct interviews. It gives you a journalistic connect to the entire process of filmmaking. The third paper is TV production first, which talks about the stages of production, camera and editing basics. Editing in MassCoMedia is done on high-end machines. Everything is to a digital workflow, and a lot of students use their own equipment, although MassCoMedia has a large number of equipment and television studios, as you can see, and these are essentially used to understand how the work process really happens. In term 2, the broadcast language is expanded into another paper which is called Broadcast Language 2. It talks about the written and the spoken language as well. It talks about how do you research in your script, because a research in the script is the thing that is going to make your film, fiction or non-fiction, really acceptable, and a lot of the genesis of why films will go to a certain event like a film festival, Indian or international, happens here. The second paper is TV journalism 2, which talks about the beats. We have different kind of beats: the crime beat, sports beats, education beat, political beat. Political beat is very popular with students because they get to cover events live of the elections, rallies that are happening in the NCR, and they get trained themselves into being a political reporter. Then news bulletins are a part of this paper. MassCoMedia internally has a website which is called newsnight.com, and it runs a television channel which is called Newsnight. It's called NNC, and we get a host of footage from all over the country, which is then edited every 5th day or 4th day by students to become a news bulletin. See newsnight.com and you will understand what the students in Masters of TV Production, Broadcast Journalism and Direction are going to get here. Then anchoring is a part of this paper, which is a very big segment, and we teach everything about anchoring. Anchoring with a notion of how you would want to become an anchor for a specific kind of a television show or an event. The third paper is called TV Production 3, which is about advanced camera, lighting, PCR operations and advanced editing. Advanced editing would include After Effects, Final Cut Pro and all the other softwares which are associated with the actual footage. Then we have a paper on graphics and animation, which talks about everything from CorelDRAW, Photoshop on to After Effects, Maya, but some of the softwares are fundamentally explained. In order for you to become an expert in one of them, the faculty is available to train you into a higher latitude in this. The fifth and the most important paper in this term is news bulletin making. News bulletin making is directly associated with our wing of NNC or newsnight.com, and we have a team which works literally 12 hours a day to put together a bulletin which is showcased every evening or once in 2 or 3 days. You should look at newsnight.com and understand how students really get involved with this project, and they get themselves placed and intern with some of the best channels in the NCR. The third and the final term of the paper is the one in which everything that you have learnt all throughout the session in this course, comes to a finale. So there are 2 projects here. One is a video filmmaking project, which is basically a non-fiction. So your output is going to be a documentary, and the second is going to be a fiction, which is going to be a story from one of the scripts that you may have written during the course of the time, and with a team of students you actually shoot it, edit it and put it into real production and out in the market. They are usually showcased in various film festivals that happen all throughout the season. Students from this course have won many awards. Since 2007 till now, they have won over 70 awards by understanding this course and by going through it. And during the process, they have created these prize-winning documentaries and films. We have a process of documentary filmmaking which is controlled by the yellow card that you can see. This yellow card has got 3 or 4 areas. Every card gets invoked when a film script is finalized by the faculty. It describes the script, it describes how many hours are going to be taken for each process and what is the deadline for each process. So the students understand how complex the process of filmmaking is, but at the same time how easy it is to manage if you have the right procedure in the right place. This is one thing that we teach you here and is going to be with your life all throughout. My only submission to you as students and media professionals is that you should select a course which teaches you everything from production to journalism, because journalism without production or production without the understanding of journalism is not going to work in this new digital age of mass communication that we are living in. For 2016 January batch of MTV, we have a special paper on digital media. This talks about viral videos, it talks about how to create posts, and it also talks about how to create these small 10 seconds, 20-second clips for WhatsApp or Facebook. Though these clips are very short and very small, but they are heavily scripted, they are beautifully edited, and they are thoughtfully put together. That is what you teach. That is what we teach you here at MTV in MassCoMedia. Thanks.